next time they slate you, it'll be like this.
It's that scope.
Yeah.
This is bothering me. Okay, so let's stand up. With me. When I say go, ready? Go! Nose touching. There you go. Again, same in. Now, again, don't start to raise your head up until your hand is there. When your hand goes there, now start raising your head up. If you start to raise your head up without the hand being there, and this guy jabs you, you're going to bust you in the mat, and it changes your mind about it. Put your hand there first, so if he does bust you, you got some resistance with your arm. Ready? Go! Okay, again now, when you get the wrist, you lock your elbow,
Doesn't hurt as bad.
and you
I
keep
can't
it locked,
but I can't fit
right?
it at all.
You keep it locked, don't miss it.
Just watch.
You hit it, so it comes down. Because he cannot hold it. He can't hold it with his elbow. Okay.
Might even be sore tomorrow if we don't.
Go!
It usually is on the second day.
There you go. There you go. Hey, you're not having to jump, I thought you were.
What?
You don't have to jump, I thought you were. That's pretty good. Here we go again. One more time. Ready? Go! Not bad. Not bad. Other minute. Now, again now. When you get down straight, lock it. Don't come up with your head. You have a chance to work it. Here we go. Go! Now push your head up and then bring it in. See, don't do this with your head down. Listen to me, fellas. Here's what will happen to you. If for instance, if Coach would sit out and turn in on me, you go sit out and turn in. Yeah, with your head down. When you get what they call outside drag. You got just outside drag. So what I was taught is outside drag. So when you come up, don't turn with that head on there. But this guy will just run around in the other way. Okay? All right, here we go again. You come up with that head, but do it with your hand. Ready? Go! Yeah. Okay, now, another man. Top man grab his heel. Now, fellas, don't say you drill on this. I'm talking to you Troy guys, because most of you are Troy. So you got to drill on this, but you won't use it. Now, I don't know why, but I'm telling you, once you understand what I'm talking about, wrist control, it will change your whole wrestling life. I'm serious. In fact, I even tell people this, and maybe this ain't crazy to say. I think it will extend your wrestling life when you're on a wrestling store, but it makes it easier to wrestle, it makes you like it more, and if you like it a lot, you'll stay with it. So, maybe I'm overstepping my bounds for thinking that way, but that's the way I feel. Here we go. Now, man, you're going to grab an ankle. The bottom man, you can't wait for it to pick that ankle up. You're going back and get it. Ready? Go! Down. Cut him off.
Oh, pivot.
We're going to go a little further with this in just a minute. Just go ahead and do this as best you can. Here we go again. partner now. Don't try to stop him, and don't fall on your face for him either. Ready? Go! Same man again. Now, go back again this time. Hey, Eder. Thursday here. Yep, a little bit here. When you go back this time, go back to Pedro and put it in your wrist. Okay, here we go again. Ready? Go! Okay, Travis. Okay, same man, Travis. All of you, listen up. This time I want you to push back equally into both feet. When I say wrestle, push back equally into both feet because you know he's going for your ankle. And you guys on top, go for the ankle. Now don't try to move the foot that he's going to get because when you move it, you got to take the weight off of it. When you do that, you go, Jerry, you got to go. Push back equally into both feet. Here we go. You're trying to move your feet forward. Here we go now. Ready? Go! Now get the rest. There you go. Now that's see, you were moving your feet before that. Don't touch your kiss up and let you do it. One more time now. That was pretty good. Now push back into both feet equally. Go! Now get the wrist. Yeah. I swear, okay, you are smarter than I thought you were. I can't believe it. Other man. Okay, now, Father man, you understand what I'm saying to the other guy? He's going to push back equally. He's going to the ankle. When he does, you pivot to that side. Ready? Go! Push down. You got to cut off. Push down. Go your head back. So let it back. It's up to him to dodge it. Got it? Here we go. Ready? Go! Head back. Here we go again. Go! Now, head back, go. Head back, there you go. Head back hard. One more time. Lean forward. Ready? Go! Okay. Another minute down. You're on top of it with a double bar. He's flat on his belly, you're straddling it. You want to make it easy to learn, and whenever you get good with it, you're going to advance it yourself. All right. Now remember, suck that arm under you. Even if you can get it, turn it center. Go to that top wrist as fast as you can. On your own. Go. There you go. Get that top wrist. Now, there you go. All right. All right. I hope you guys try it someday. It works. Suck that arm under the knee. That's what controls you. When you get it really big, you can't get away from you. Okay? Ready? Go! I wouldn't even think of it. Okay, do it again. One more time, 3 minutes. Ready? Go! Other man down. Other man down. Okay. Remember about that. You suck that arm under your teeth as far as you can, as best you can. The farther the better. Ready?
that, we can't bring it back into here because that's what the top guy I want to do. Bring that thing across and that's what traps it. And that'll trap you once you get your elbow all the way through.
See, some of you must have been doing that close side. I missed it, but that's good. Because I don't want to go here. I want to go here. And I want to get it deep. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's go. Go! Two hands, Bear. I know you're strong, but you ain't that strong. Two hands. Here we go. Two hands on there now. Go! There you go. Now body there. Now tee off. There you go. Make sure you put two hands. Get on the second side. Here we go. One time. Ready? Go! Okay, round it up a minute. Round it up. Now, I want to show you something that's going to happen here. And I think you really need to drill it because if you don't drill on it, you will never do that.
Your right leg under the left leg. Raise your hip.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so they say when he goes for it. When he goes for an ankle, I already know he's heading for an ankle. The minute that it leaves my arm, because there's not very good places for him to go except for the crotch. In this position, that's usually not what he goes for. He goes for the ankle. So when that hand leaves my belly, I know where it's going. There's only two places for it to go there. One's the ankle, one's the crotch. And the chances are it's the ankle. So when that hand leaves my belly, I know he's going for my ankle. So what I'm doing, the minute that happens, I'm already starting to do it. Now, that comes from time, that comes from drilling, comes from spending some time working on it. Okay? Because I don't want to post anything he's after. Best I can. Okay, so here's what's happening. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to show you what happens when I actually don't get him at that point. He goes for my ankle, I did it, I get here. Now, I'm really not in a very good position right now. I'm fighting if he jams me. So when he jams me, I go with him. I don't fight it. I go right, I go right with him. With my head on this line, this leg got wide. You can't step over me. That's right. You like to step over, but you can't. I got it here. He doesn't dare around because he's going to turn loose. There's not nobody can do it. Now you take that other hand and make it arm here. But that don't make any difference because there's no pressure on when he does the sun is straight. Right here, when I hit the back, I'm done. Now why did I show you this? Because of what people do. You know what most people do without making them drill to do this? What happens when I get your ankle, you jam me down? What do you think most of us would do? They turn loose and go back to the belly. Tell me if this isn't right. But I don't want to blow any smoke up. I want you to know exactly what the truth is out there. Because the truth is going to happen on the rest of that. He goes for my ankle. And I go here, he jams me. Would anybody argue with that being what happens? I think it's true that that is what happens. Well, that's not what we want to happen. What I want is this. I'm going to get your ankle missed. He gets my ankle. I get it missed. I want you to know today. He might as well turn loose. He might as well turn loose with this hand is mine. I'm going to turn his back. So mine. You understand? Here I go. Fellas, it's all wrist control. I just want it's a broad thing, the wrist control. But once you understand do something because this is what was happening. So we either figured it out on our own or somewhere we saw somebody do something, we copied it, but we had to do it. But I know that's never what it is. Here's what's happening to you. Now, when you learn risk control, then you realize what you can do with it. It does. Yeah. You know how when I was in school and college, you know how we started our wrestling matches most of the time? Yeah. Here's a position that I would get in when we started most of our matches. This was practice. Just every feet. We start right here. And we start right here. And I thought, what the hell is Coach trying to do? Well, I didn't realize he was teaching us risk control. He was teaching us risk control. Never said. I just thought so much of him, I didn't question him. I always wondered what the hell he did. But what he did is he taught us risk control. Without us hardly even knowing. I think I'm thank God I did that I learned it because it sure has saved my ass many times. Okay, here we go again. Take a good look. One by the nerve. He goes for the ankle, I get the wrist again. I go down and block it right here. I don't go to my belly. I go to the side. I can't wrestle on my belly. I can wrestle better on my back, except the nature of our sport won't allow us to do it, so we're the best way in between. I'm not going to lose many points here. He's not holding me. I did. Coach, would they call points for me right here? Against me? No. I don't think I can't. I'm the one that needs to do it. And now I'm gone. Fellas, I don't think you realize this, but I'll tell you what. This situation here could happen to you half the time of day. If you wanted to, you can allow it to happen. I want a guy to grab my ankles. I want him to. But when he does, he's exposed the wrist. He's committed one hand. And when he does, I got him. I like the one hand committed. And I get control to him. I've got your ass. Question. Get your partner. Okay, when I say go, I want the top guy to grab the ankle and the bottom guy to grab the wrist. That's on go. Now you stop when you do that. Okay. Okay, ready? Go! Okay, now, you bottom guys kind of come up a little bit, kind of spin around a bit. Now, top man, jamming. Bottom man, beating to the mat. On your side with your leg in the air and your elbow locked. And you hit just in the right position. Now, cut him off the takeoff. Takeoff. There you go. Okay, let's do it again. Same man. Listen up. Anytime I can take you to the mat rather than you take me to the mat, I'm going to do it. Because I have control of it when I take it to the mat. And I want me to have the control of the mat. So don't let him knock you down. You take yourself down so you can hit the way you want to. You're going to hit on your side with your top leg in the air, bottom leg out. You're going to hit on your side with your bottom leg up, top leg out. You can't step over this one, you can't step across this one. Only way it goes that way. And that's fine because I'm going this way. Here we go. Do it slow. Ready? Go! Now break him down, top man. Bottom man, beat him to it. Oh, it's the wrong way. Now go ahead and finish. Same man, do it again. Same man, do it, gonna change you. You want to get this down, just teach you a whole lot of risk control.
He may not follow.
Ready? Go. Jamie. got bottling out, and then turn and take up his arm.
You do that regularly?
Okay, one more time. One more time. How you feeling there, kid? Okay. Ready? Go! Down here, you're good there. Show your side. Your leg here. And your elbow down. Now, let me show you something. Let me show you something. There, this is right next to you. But I know some of the guys do it. When I go to that mat, see, you guys all have a tendency to do this. You, every one of you. I say, go to that. Here's what you're going to do. You got my ankle. Very good. Now I go to that. American like yourself. Stick the bar in. Let the bar go. You're going to need the bar. Now get this on in there. Now, take it up my back. Now, yeah, you're here. You're going to store it. Or you raise your could store it. Because I allow you to get an arm moving down in a back situation. Okay? He won't anything. Be a scare the hell out of me. You understand? I don't go down on my elbow. That allows that bar over there, and if this guy knows where he is, he'll get one of those tips, as they call it, with cheap points. It's still points. He'll tip you for 2 or 3. When I go to that mat, I convince myself. You knock me down. Yeah, you can't hold this leg up there. How strong he is? You know why? I don't pull the arm off the leg. I just lay on the arm. I'll lay the left over my hand. Why don't I do this? You little part runners, now listen to me. Here's your normal leg. What do you want to do? You come here and you go, oh, God, coach. I don't like it. I don't want to put myself on the top of the guy today. Because you didn't listen. Which is strong. Oh, my left. My arms. Oh, well, the Spirit told me what to do. And that's the problem. But I know this. My leg is strong. I said, look at it. I'm gone. You understand? Okay. The other men down. This time let's do that. Then you're right. Let's go. Okay, ready? Go! Step back here. Arm out. Don't even lay on your arm. Arm out.
No, I keep up the running until you fall on me. Now you're ripped off from your back.
Now only come up with the elbow. When you do that, spin. Head down, spin. Very good on your arm. You want to Hey, go now. Hey, go now. That was except you take the bottom leg, flip the foot. You're stuck in it.
Get out.
Pull that over your weight in. Hey, don't fuck. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. Okay, round it up. Turn the other way. Now, if you turn the way you did, he was really sharp, he gets you really over. I mean, okay. Now, fellas, you know what I tell my wrestlers, and I do, I tell all my wrestlers this after I work with them for a while. I tell them, so fellas, if you're ever down and your mind goes blank, and it'll happen to anybody someday, it'll happen to anybody sometime. You go blank, I swear if somebody asks you your name at that time, you probably wouldn't know it. Because it just happens, well, I don't know, nervousness or whatever it is. I tell them, I said, if you're out there wrestling and something happens, if you just mind going blank on you, grab a wrist and start wrestling. And I mean it seriously, I mean it. If you're down and you're just not sure, in most cases, it's going to help you. Because if you can get one wrist, one hand, two hands, or get it one hand locked, then he only has one hand to fight you with, and he's only half a minute. He's not going to do very much with half a minute. So I'll tell you guys, I mean it too. If you're ever down, you're just not sure what to do, see if you can find a wrist, and go from there. Then it's not just a wrestling hold, it's wrestling. It's gut fighting. It's a street fight with rules. You just can't bite, kick, hit, anything else. It's illegal. Okay? All right, now, just another little situation to show you where this control can save you. How many times have you ever been caught right here? How many times have you ever had a guy in here with a late fight here trying to get out this way? You ever been there? Well, a lot of single leg guys end up here because they go from single leg to a back heel to a split. A split, they end up with you down on the mat with a split. Now, in this case, I'm going to stay on my elbow. But I'm not going to stay on my elbow with my elbow this way. I'm going to put my palm up. Because now you can't get a bar on that elbow to do a lift on me or cheek tilt. And I'm going to put my elbow right here in his head, and he's going to push him. I'm going to push it down his wrist. Now, here I am. And you can't hold me. There's only two things you can do. One is you can hook my arm with your other hand, with your other arm, and when you do, I'll set it up your face without any trouble. Or two, you'll get his body way over on top of me so he thinks he can block me. And when he does that, I'm going to kick the hell out of him. I'm dead. But it's wrist control. The only reason I come down is because he only has one arm to fight me. I don't even care if you don't need to do any of these just exactly like me. That's fine. As long as you can leave here and realize if I can just control one wrist, I can figure out what to do. I'll bet you can. Okay? So you can do the same thing from the other situation. What we just wrote just while ago. Except that here, the guy has a lace ride. Usually he wants to hang on to that. But the other way, he doesn't have a lace ride on him. So whenever I get here, before he gets a chance to lift me, I'm going to put this palm up. Why? Try to get a bar on me. Now it feels like this, but you think, I've got a problem now. But I know that problem's there before I get there. Now, I don't take this hand and take it away from me. I get this hand held to take my leg away. Now, I know he's going to knock me down, and that's all right, but then I'm going to go down here and hold and block. He can't step over me. He can't step across. He can only get on top of me as much as I allow him to. And when I get ready to go, I'm gone. Question? Maybe this is something I could ask you, I don't know. guys feel better? Yeah, you know where he is now. Now, when you're ready to take off. Yeah. You know what the trouble is? You think as soon as you lose what you got to get your belly. You can't fight with your belly. That's the worst place in the world to fight anybody from, is your belly. Your back will be better, but you can't do it in your back because we get pinned. That's the only reason. I remember one time, I farmed a lot of wheat in Oklahoma. I farmed about 11 acres of wheat a long time ago. And I always had a lot of animals sometimes. Okay. I was going to get me a bag one time. But nobody told me much about bags. And so I said, another animal. Well, they is just another animal. There's a bag. You ever see a badger? Well, I was going to put Mr. Badger in the goodie sack that I had on my seat. Mr. Badger didn't want to go in that goodie sack. He straightened my hands out real quick. You know how they fight? On the back. You know what they do to a dog? They rip his guts right out. They fight him back and they just tear him out the dog. Because he can fight with his back. I didn't know how to get a fighting brother. He told me real quick he could fight another us. I didn't know. Never could get that. Got to get two of them. I was going to get two of them. Hell, that's in the corner. Well, I don't know how to do that. Well, I thought it was going to do. Well, I was beating like a bat. I ripped your part from here if I wasn't going to get in. So I have to go to here to keep coming. You understand? Get your part here. Here we go. Okay, now let's try. Don't you end up here once in a while? We did plug in still because we were working on back hills and stuff, so we ended up here. If you don't work on back hills, I don't know whether you work or not. Okay, he's got the lace right. He's got his arms stuck out, palm up, that's good. He reaches back and says this. Now, he takes and goes to his shoulder and got the rest of the other here too. Now, leg up, top leg up. Put it up over here, put it high. There you go, open the ball leg out. Now, when you're ready to go, go. How's he going to hold you? There's only two things you can do. Get on top of him and kick the hell out of him, or hook you, and you're going to sit right in his face. It doesn't matter what you want. One more time, please, you guys. Everybody watch. Here we go again. See, all of you want to stay like that. I don't want you like that. You're really going to go to the farm every time. Two hands, leg in the air, and he's ready to take off. Now, you could change that to what we call a Gazoni, where you do an underarm spin. You can do that. You can go to an underarm spin if you want to put this guy on his back. You understand what I'm saying? Here's something. Okay, you got my ankle. I got his wrist, and he knocks you down. Go here. You want to really get it to be a bad go to an underarm spin here. Put your head underneath, and when I take him over, you run on his back. So how far you go with it, what you do with it, that's up to you. I'm just trying to show you any little thing I can. It might help you realize that this little bad part is done in you. The wrist control, the second most important thing in wrestling, next to five, good position. Because it's every part of wrestling, wrist control. Okay, other man one more time. Now let's see you do it. It's only maybe 7. Okay. Now get that out of your hands. There you go. Now come over your shoulder and then take off. That's spin. That's strong. That was good. That was good. You two guys remember. Yeah, that's it. You feel it? You got to feel it. Now, when I come up here and ask you, you feel the hole. You understand what I'm asking you? Every hole has a feel to it. That's why I watch movies sometimes just don't tell you what happened. Okay. This time, let's see you go into this situation. Now, let's see you go into another understand. Wait, whoa, what's that top there? Yeah, you make it there. Let's see you go into the arm now with your right arm. That's the arm there. Now, put your head back towards me and go to the stand. Stand. Go and your head back towards me. You don't want to throw here, you want to stand. Good game. Yes, you got it. Okay, you got the base, you got the arm right, now you put it down 2 hands. Yeah, now you don't come right here. Get this, you're going to put his head back here. We're going to keep this thing going. Rob, put your head back here. Now take it over now, head up. Look at that, now you can do that all. Fellas, the most man all part, here you are, the guy is making straight up. Kicking for some points with the lace line, all of a sudden he's on his back, ready for his life. So you can cut him off, or you can go to his well, that was, if you feel what I'm talking about, maybe you can put his back on the ground. You feel it? Other than okay, now, you got the wrist one hand, you those 2 hands, get the 2 hands, and locks. Now, throw your head back under him, keep on going, lift him over. That's what I'm doing. Lock that in. If I go over, we'll hold that thing, what I'm looking for. Lock. That's what I'm. If I can't lock it, I'm first. That was good. Everybody feel that? Okay, you don't speak back. We're going to learn to do something, okay? We can get out of here. Okay, now you got a lace line start. Lace line start. You got a lace line on you to start. Now you get the wrist. Now you go down, right there, now you go down your side, get the 2 hands. No. That doesn't get, yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Do the lace right, you're going to push, you're trying to get his head. See, you're not holding his head.
Now 2 hands, leg away, now go to your persona, put it underneath his arm, just put his head underneath, going over, there's your Nelson right there. Fellas, listen to me. I think that,
I have the great fortune of living within earshot of the fellows in Waynesburg College where there's only lived.
Tony Gazzoni, I grew up in Pennsylvania. The reason we Hokies call him Gazzoni is because in the Nationals one year, he beat 2 of the returning national champions of Oklahoma State in the final semifinal. Well, we called him Gazzoni. He didn't call him Gazzoni, it's an underarm spin, but we called him Gazzoni. If you saw him right now, he would look a whole lot like how many of you watched the movie that John Wayne wrote about True Grit? How many of you watched True Grit? You remember Lawyer Daggett? Remember? Wow, that's what Gazzoni looks like.
Just a little
Short, bald-headed guy. He went to the brother, like Daggett, Attorney Daggett, just like Gazzoni. That's all it was in for a while. I saw him in the movie. Little bald-headed, short, little fuzzy guy. But he beat the hell out of Hokies with that thing, and he never forgot it. He believed it.
He was an unorthodox wrestler. He didn't know what he was doing that.
Yeah.
He didn't have games for it. Yeah. This lace ride is really a delicate, and it's a good move. It really is. A lot of guys will go after you with it, and they'll go after you strong with it because if they get you in it, you're pretty well tied up. I'll need a taller boy to come with me. And the lace ride, get your hands up here. Now, a guy that wants to do a lace ride is going to have, here's what they want to do with the lace ride. They want to pick me up and dump me like that, like this, and cradle me, and trans me up. That's what they want to do with the lace ride. So, in knowing that, you're going to have to fight this man from where he's going to be trying to go. But first of all, he's going to want to get way over you. And the only way he can get way over you, to lift you, and get his walk him off. And at the time you walk him off, you stretch. When you stretch, see his hand going to drop, you're going to push his leg back. When you stretch him, you push the hand there, and then you walk right where it's at. Now you come up. Your hand has to be here, as Doug said, because he's going to try to get it. When you push your leg out. Now you stop two things. You stop him by pushing him off. He can't get that lift. But if he gets that lift, you're gone. Say I don't know what you're doing. Now all you got to do is reach over here with two hands. There you go. Leg, pick me up and help him like that. See where I am? And then he quits, just goes, bingo, you're in it. That's what they want to do. That's what I want to do. So you got to know this. As soon as you get to walk him off quick, when you walk him off, you're pushing that leg back and slide it on, boom, it's like, push on that, so your hand has to be out, lift off, the back of the elbow, and now you want to get his hand, two hands on here, and don't change hands until you get the second hand on, because you want two hands on. You slip this under. You see, I'm ready to go. Huh? Yeah, I don't care where he goes, I just know where I'm going to go. He'll have to go where he wants to go, and I'll show you why. I'm going to just start walking out. Now, if he comes right on me really tight, I might get the throw. But if he doesn't, I'm going to keep walking on him. I got this wrist, he's not going anywhere. He'll never come up. If I let go of the wrist, he might come up. But I got the wrist, and he's not coming up. Now, right here is a little ticklish point. What do? You reach up around his waist. What do we tell him from day one? You don't reach up around his waist. Remember me telling you also that you go for the leg and you get it, but if not, you can stick your biggest finger up his butt. This is exactly what I was thinking of. You reach up and you grab him right there. Yes, I know, I'm not.
You would get to do this beyond the girls started wrestling.
There isn't anything else you can get. There isn't. Grab him when you come up. Because if you don't have a thing. Because I'll tell you what will happen, a good guy. As soon as you do this to me, and I reach in there, you pull that arm in. And right here, if you went around here, he'd step over me. Step over my back. Right leg. And keep going over. Not all the way. Put me in a split scissor right there. I'd be dead meat.
You should bring leg over too.
Yeah, and reach in like this. Go gentle, because I got dead legs. Well, I got good legs. I paid $40,000 for them. And you hook that leg in there. The leg there, that's a split scissor. You'll learn that some other day.
Yeah, got a good body. I'll pay $1,000.
So you see what I did here? When he got in my legs, I had trouble. I got to walk him off. And the way to keep him from reaching any further through there is to pinch that leg on his one. He can't go through any further. See? And I'm walking him off. He can't get under me and lift. Because if he gets his butt under me, now he could possibly lift me. If I and what he has to do, he might have to reach down and put his head clear down on my leg and throw this other arm in and get two hands on his grip. Get a two-hand grip. Now, if he's in there with his butt right underneath his legs, I'm gone now. It's too late. I'm telling you this because it isn't going to be all the classroom textbook artists show. If this guy knows this move, you're going to have to fight him off before he gets here. And you don't want this guy because right now, when you pick me up, if you want to throw my leg right straight up to the ceiling, watch what happens. See? And right here, bingo, I'm in. Now, I don't want that to happen. That's why when he comes in here, he set off, push him away, you put it down on the hand, step out, bring it over here, get two hands on it, and I want that second hand on there good. But I'm going to go down in here. And you can't get down in there unless you go up here, and then you can. You can do that. I just put my suit on, so I go down in here now. right here.
Now, if your head comes under, if your head in there comes under, that's when you can take your elbow to the back. If your head starts to come out, that's when you go behind.
That's right. You have two options here. If he tries to press on you, if he's right in here, remember your leg went up to stop that step over to start with. If he really presses on you, now watch out. I'm going to I can bring that arm here. Now I got it. You pull it right to me. And you got it. So some of it depends on what he does as well as what you do. If he doesn't know a whole lot of tricks, then you still, even though you don't know what this guy knows, you do your trick like you got to move the steer. Because I learned the lesson late in life, even that I should have known earlier, and I'm going to tell you.
Let me show you something else about our
There's a lot in this.
The underarm extension is what we call it. Underarm extension is better name for it, but Tony was one really big things. Just like Dave Ogilvy, they have a lot of things. People's names are tied to a lot of different ways. Okay, and that's good. How many of you guys end up here for some reason? I can't imagine this down the stair. It's not there, it's way out here. Now, it's not hard for me to get out. You get this thing tight, put it tight. I just put my feet together. Oh, that's other too. You put that on his back. Okay? So if the guy gets real deep, real tight, all you have to do is squeeze, come out, and sit. We're taking much of that. Okay? Now, there's a way to do a lace ride. I like lace riding because I didn't have it all the time. You know what I do, I'm trying to take it down. There's also other results. Referee position. Now, some of you may not want to do this. The coach may not want you to do this. But we did do it. When they say wrestle, it's nothing but this. Now, if his hand's already here, I've got it. You're going to so. If he's not, he's behind me, and his hand's in the front. I keep my base as much as I can. I force him to reach over me. The minute the hand gets to it, I'm gone. You might just be goodbye, because there's no way to over me. I don't have to have him give me that much. All I need is just a visible.
You never reach over, guys.
That's all I got. That's all I need. Now, if you guys think about this a minute, put you on the spot. If you were behind me in this position, and I had you blocked up right here, what would you do with your hands?
Reach over. Motion is
Well, if you can't reach under, who can reach over? Because you will. Because you don't want to lose me. You think you've got to have me to hold up there, you're going to lose me. I tell you, it's set out like this.
They might go for your leg down by the knee. That's what you got to watch.
Well, that's true. You've got to get there, too. Okay? So here he is behind me. I'm sitting there. I'm waiting for you. You got to move like this. It's too late. I'm gone. Got my Mazzoni out here, I'm going around back here. My head's going underneath him, so I'm putting him on his back. Now, I was good. We were made to stand up. We actually do a sit-out standing. We should sit out. You got to trust me to pop right up on my feet. But if you reach over me, that would do something.
Coach, I showed you that a lot of these guys should already see that. We practice.
That's good.
What I teach them is when they sit, elbows in, so that arm comes
over, if the arm never comes over, then I teach them grab head and roll with the head.
No problem. No problem.
And I like it. I can't get them. It's just like some of the other things people can't get them to sit back and get in this position. Of course, you know, if you sit back too far, they usually try to boom, bring it on back.
But if your elbows are in, you can't do that boom when you put it on back. You understand? You know, I'm glad that I'm showing you what Cook is showing you. I'm just being a person what he's already showed you. That's why I keep telling you, I don't know any secrets. I know the same things you do. I'm serious. I have my own way of teaching, always a little different sometimes, but that's the only difference. We're all still doing the same moves. That's why I say I like to see somebody else teach the same moves I do. I like to see some other little kids and things that might help me do what I'm doing a little bit better what I'm doing. Okay? So listen to me. We're talking about wrist control here. My wrist control and his wrist control. I'm going to control my own wrist too. So when they say wrestle, I'm here. I already got it. But the man hand is over me when I hit him. I'm here. What's that? Don't got it. He's behind me. But now he can't get under my arms. He can't get under my arms. He can't get back through my arms either. Which means there's only one way to go. And that's over. Now, if he doesn't do that real quick, watch what happens. What my head do? He was back on his shoulder, over his shoulder, and I cut him off. Well, that shoulder can't be coming up over me during the back. Yeah, those days, you know,
Usually, if they don't bring their arms in, they'll hang that head over your head. But they're trying to press back, and so that head will come, usually right there.
fellow was facing up, put his head over his head. If he puts his head over me, grab it and go. All right? Now, which way you go? That way or this way?
Either way. You can go either way,
I'm
Bob.
going to say you go either way.
You can go either way.
Now, if that happens, rip it off. Because he's going to go with his head. You grab his head, don't grab it, Master. You grab it, turn it, take his head with you. If he wants to bring his body with it, that's up to him. But don't be afraid of the guy turning your back with his arms. He should not be able to get on you. I've got him blocked off. I'm controlling my wrist. Now, I might, if he doesn't want to do anything else, I might let him through by catching. But that's when you learn about it and start playing with it, start learning about it. But when we talk about wrist control, I wish that I was smart enough to teach just wrist control. I don't know, I really don't know how to do it except the way we do it. And hopefully before I die, I'll teach you how to learn how. Probably will if I want to teach you. Nevertheless, wrist control is so important in our identity. It's an idea. It's not just a home. It's a situation idea that comes up all the time for us. You can do it with your feet. My old coach made the Olympic team with 2 hands on one with your feet. 2 on 1 with feet. I'll show you in a minute. He could take us down and we were good, young studs in high school. He'd bounce up and face on the floor like he couldn't believe it. Okay? Any questions here? Okay. Now, again, if I sit up in front of you and I block you off, I got you blocked off, and you don't ever reach over. I see you're not going to. And I'm going to get my head above your shoulder so that I can raise up like this. I'm going to cut you off. And because my head's up here, presses down, you can't grab me, you can't stop me. Now my head is down here, you allow me to cut through, I don't have to go back. You all see what we're doing? Now this is show you something. We haven't done this yet, I want you to do it. I do a back heel split. And I go to a lace right. Now, I've given 4 or 5 guys this thing in the others, the lace right. 4 guys. But I ended up in the lace right. And I didn't do the back heel split. Lace right. I'm going to say these columns. He's cross facing, he's meeting me, yeah. There's the lace ride. The only difference is, what am I doing to him? What am I putting pressure on? Tell me. There's pressure on his knee. A whole lot of pressure on his knee. So much pressure that in fact, I'm not sure the illegal. Okay, now here comes my prayer. So you could be in the late life. You could be in the late life. You're pretty good. Also, if you're in the late life, just remember the visual late life. If I get a late life, I go to this key. Wait. Now, I don't lift with arms. I do nothing with arms anymore. I lift with the legs. I pivot with the legs. Now, I pull it like this way. You want to go that way. When you do, then I cut it. Well, they try it, something you work on in the program. But I want you to learn risk control in this position so you have a better idea of risk control. Get your partner, prepare your position. Bottom in. When I say go bottom in, you're going to sit right up front of me. Elbows controlled, elbows in on your legs to keep your reach under. Top man, you're going to expose the wrist somewhere sooner or later here. Okay, here we go. Go! There it is. That's all you need. You're done. Shoot, take off. Go the other way. There you go. There you go. There you go that way. Hang on to that arm. You just were trying to get it. There you go. Ferris works with big guys too. In fact, it's a good thing we're going to have because you're coming out underneath the weight. Okay, so again, bottom man, let's do this 4 times a piece on your own here. Bottom man, you sit up when you're ready. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Go the other way. Yeah, come on, there you go. Okay. You're not sitting out. got to do it.
Now, if you ever get a position like that, you ever wonder which way to go to? I learned that lesson.
The head comes over, that's fine. The head doesn't come over, then we go ahead. Okay, right here. Now, I want to show you something. I think this is important.
There it is.
Now, let's take a look at this thing. What do you do when we do this? I don't want to allow things to happen to me, it's happened to you. And I don't want to get in here. That's a no. I don't want to be here because that's a no. So what I want to do is I want to hold you. I'm going to hold you with my chest and my head up behind your head. Right behind your head. Because now it's pretty damn hard and dangerous for you to reach up right your hand now. It's a hard thing to do. Got me? I'm going to press into it a little bit, but not so much that I'll make you move. Now, when I take you backwards, I do it with my head. Right down, put me right this place. Sure done makes all that other stuff. I don't know, we've been around for me out there, this is just too simple to do. I'm not going to turn back, you give the rest of it. I don't care, even if I do this, here you'll have your head right. Yeah, one head or the other. Yeah, I'm gone. I don't do that. I can't do that. Press you with my chest. You can't grab my head now. It's too hard to grab my head right above your head. Yeah. How else do you do it? You do it some way as you're saying. Is there any other thing you do? I can do this, but I'm going to teach you. Get right here, okay? Get a lot of pressure on you. That to me is just too much.
I have a solution to, half a solution. Say I don't get my arm, and he's got it. Now I could be in big trouble. If he's got my hand in here, see, before he goes under, if I can just catch that while when he gets ready to stick his elbow under there, and what I really want to do is get that hand. So if I can push it off and then catch that, now I just step up here like this. So this happens only if you don't get your hand out. If you don't get it out, push it down so they can't get it. And throw this block in here and turn it over. Because this is the hand you're worried about. You don't care about this one. This is the one I want to get. So I got to push it away so he can't get me. And then I just drop it in here. Then I put my hand down here because I got to step up. And I can't, I'm not ready to do it yet. So I have to put I bring up my knee right here and dump it down. And what I'm doing, I'm pulling this up under his armpit. When I pull it up under here, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to get close when I come up. It's right here, and that takes him right over. do that if your arm's in there. You don't reach over in there and start putting it. Because a lot of guys will do this. They'll sit out there and they won't block off like Doug does. He always blocks off. He didn't just start doing this 15 years ago. He did this 40 years ago, and I know it. 40 years ago, he did that. Made it awful tough. You ever tried wrestling a spark plug that wouldn't let you grab it? Okay. So if the hand's in there and he's going to fight for it, you've got to, this is the hand you want. Once you get that, you don't care what his other hands do. But you got, now, until you get out of there, you got to brace. Because